Well, welcome to the Complete Nonsense Podcast. I want to pre-apologize for anything that we may say that may piss you off or offend you. If it does, please call your friends, tell them to get on, and listen to what these fucking idiots are saying. Comment, hit that subscribe. We want to hear your opinion, but not really. We need the money. Let's begin. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Go ahead, give us a little intro.
And we're back with another episode of
Wait, so
Complete Nonsense.
Staxx leaving the room. She was in there. She's leaving. It's not about that she doesn't want to come to the room anymore. She's got a gambling addiction. Let's call it what it is, right? There's no doubt she's going home and going to bed. Dees, is she going home and going to bed?
She gotta make that money.
Yeah, exactly. That wasn't the question. Is she going home to go to bed?
No.
Yeah, no, exactly. She's gonna go home. She's gonna fire out a couple more bets for the 10 o'clock games, and she's gonna watch them roll in. That's what you do. Hey, I know the life.
Yeah,
you're
on the screen.
Yeah. There you go. So it's nice. So Staxx, yeah, one day we're I was just telling the boys we're having a guest come in the next couple weeks. Her name is Heather, right? And she is a recovering addict, and she wants to have some fun with it. We're gonna have you in that night also, because at that point you're gonna see what your future is gonna look like. So I'm with you, girl. There you go. Oh, let's hear him. Can I get a ring? Nothing. Do the fucking buttons, guys. One day we'll get there.
He's gonna do a whole new set.
He's so.
Thank you. Yeah,
I
exactly. So
Wait,
we're
we
gonna
can't
cut this, and now we're gonna reset up, and we're gonna go again.
No, what do you mean? No, we're not cutting.
He did
this.
ask before.
He asked what? What did he
If
ask?
she's coming in.
Yeah, that's okay. Do we have to? Oh, because she's not on camera now. We'll leave her off camera.
He's gotta.
I mean, you're gonna change the whole. You're not gonna be able to move all this stuff. She will. Are you trying to do the camera?
Yeah, if you just want to start talking, I'll get this camera, and then I'll just stay on you.
But
the
no,
whole
you can
time.
leave the camera. She can be off for tonight. There's no
Why?
reason to say.
Yeah,
Well,
why?
That's up to you.
Why?
Yeah,
I'm
what-
just trying to help you. Well,
Yeah. No, I get it. Now all of a sudden here we are. Yeah, we got a Heather coming in. So when that Heather comes in, I want Staxx to see what her future's gonna look
Are
like.
we gonna like start over? Or?
No, we're not starting
I
over.
I don't know.
He's just gonna move the camera.
like he's in it.
Yeah, here she goes. Oh my God, she has a beer.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, who is she? Who? Well, I got.
So take off
Take
all
your-
your clothes.
Take your. He wants you to be on it. There's a headphone behind you. You act like you totally forgot about how this works. I'm not cutting most of this. So her name's Heather. She's real funny, real outgoing, real energizing. She's been sober for a long time, and I think you're gonna see what your ghost of Christmas.
So you say
Futures
like
is.
she wants to have fun with it. Like, do we like open beers and just like spray it in the room? Or what?
I don't know.
How much fun can we have?
Well, I don't.
We should make it
That's a tough one though, bro.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I don't know. First of all, that wouldn't be fun for me.
It'd be fun for me.
It would be fun for me, unless we do an outside one. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that we torture people. We're not at torture stage yet.
I'd be having fun.
Yeah, I mean, we can't torture them.
No.
Hey, we got a singer. We're gonna say you suck. We're gonna have Meg come in. Hey, can you can you sponsor us?
what I
I mean,
have
we're
fun
gonna,
with
yeah. What I mean, fun is there's a certain side of fun, but we can't say we're gonna spray it with beer. That's not.
Like put up shots and race, but I win.
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
yeah, that's torture. Oh, look, she's already looking at her. You can shut your scores down for a minute and check it out. Yeah, so that's the only reason why you wanted to. Nice to see you, Staxx. It's been a while.
you.
We missed you. So yeah, let's be honest. That is really why the reason you were going home. You were going to go home, light it up, watch some games, and one by one. See now what happens, Sherpa, is we go over there, and I can't even say it to Dees because it's kind of both of them. I'll go over there, and they'll be sitting there, and they will just be scrolling and scrolling. Now I lived that life for a very long time. The beauty of their life is they're not doing. They're winning first of all, which is great. Second of all, they're not.
They are not.
Staxx
is.
Oh.
I'm on a budget.
Oh yeah. Oh, you get the budget.
No.
That is terrible. Could you imagine having a gambling addicted wife or a crackhead wife and you're only allowed a little bit?
That's not true. He can do whatever he wants.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
just better at it.
Yeah. Oh shit, she said she's better at it. Yeah, that's funny.
Oh.
So you go over there and she's just scrolling through fucking scores. She's not even looking at
She's
you, dude.
killing it. I give her that.
What is this, March Madness? What we're talking?
No, she's all sports,
that's
bro.
getting ready to start.
Anything.
And she's talking. She sends us fucking videos of, I won ping pong tonight.
Yeah.
Oh,
I bet
won.
on everything.
Yeah.
Darts.
Yeah.
She's brand new, bro.
Really?
She's
But
brand new.
when I say I bet
Oh,
on
you
it,
just started?
Brand new, bud.
the first night I did it, I won $2,400.
27.
Did.
2,700.
And you know how she won? She just picked it.
I don't really-
There's no research involved what she's doing.
I was like, that has a big payout.
yeah.
And I did.
And they got, not to take away from it because it was a great win, but in the Hard Rock, which is not normal in regular betting life, right? And if you bet with a bookie, which we've all done for many years, right? You don't get the opportunity to cash out early. I can't call the bookie and say, hey, the game's almost over. It's 3 minutes left. My team that is winning is either even or up a couple of points, and they offer you a payout.
Yeah.
See, the Hard Rock offers you a payout. You can go in there. So the big one she won, which again was a great move, it lost, but she had already cashed out.
Yeah.
So because if she had won it outright, you would have won like 4,000, right? 3,500.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah, it was big.
yeah. So and they offer their like payout now because they were even, like the teams were even at that point, and it said you want to buy out for 2,500 or whatever it was. She's like, fuck yeah, I'll buy
No,
out.
that one was 1,800, but then I won 2 other that were almost 400
yeah. So
each
she crushed it that
night.
And the funniest and the other part of the equation for me that's pretty funny is she's not even picking her own. Maybe now you are.
I picked
Yeah,
some.
now she is.
But she was just taking the
I
Hard
still
Rocks.
don't always.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But most of them, are you
The
picking
one
that?
I won the other day that I sent you all, it was
Yeah.
a $5 bet, and I won $371.
Yeah, $5. That's the beauty of this, that she hasn't gotten hook, line, and sinker in, which I hope she never does.
No.
Because $5. Me and every gambler I've ever known, we wouldn't even fucking blink it. I wouldn't even imagine putting five. What's the point, right? But she's winning and having. That's what gambling is about: having fun. You're the exact customer that they don't want.
Yeah. Yeah.
They don't want customers that are going to bet 5 and be comfortable with. Granted, she's playing 40 games a day, right?
Oh,
so she's
maybe.
playing 30. Let's
Maybe.
call it,
Maybe more.
maybe more. Okay. So she's
No, but I'm
spending
using
50 at
some of my winnings. I don't cash out from our bank account or anything.
Right.
use
No, I
the
get
winnings.
that. Yeah, I get that. So she's the exact customer that they don't want. They don't want you to. They want you to get hooked and all of a sudden be, oh, okay. Well, that parlay that she put $5 into and won 300, they want her to put 100 in and lose.
I would never do that.
And right, see, and that's the perfect person they don't want. But for the gambling side, that's the perfect way to do it. If I could sit at a game for $5 and give a fuck, I'd still be gambling.
Yeah.
I can't. Yeah. I can't do.
I had a $2 bet on, and I would have won like
$2.
2,000.
I think that's why that site draws people in. I think that's
Cheap.
really, it's cheap
yeah,
and,
yeah.
you
And
know,
buyouts. You can buy
buyouts,
out.
right?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it draws a lot of
Yeah.
people coming in.
And for the record, if I hit basically 75 and over, I put half back in our bank account.
Right.
See, like they hate her.
I cash out.
They fucking hate her. She's not big enough to hurt them, but they hate her. You know what I mean? Like they don't want that. They don't want those players because she's taking money away from them. Even though they have more than enough idiots who are fucking like when I was in there or anytime I offloaded shit, I was offloading $500, $1,000, But again, I always said, everybody who knows me says, I think it's the most ridiculous thing. Again, not at $5, but I think it's the most ridiculous thing to take 1,000 of your own money, give it to them. Okay. Then you're playing that 1,000, hoping you win. You're already paid money. Does that make sense? A local bookie, you get a credit balance. He'll say to you, hey, Dees, you want Staxx, you want 10,000 for the week? And on Monday, you have $10,000. You can bet your balls off on that following Monday, if you're up or down, you're going to pay them, right? But you never give them money, right? Only when you lose or they win. That's how it goes. So you're not spending your own money in the beginning, so you're working on a credit system. Hard Rock, you can't bet unless you have money in there. So you have to put the money
I wouldn't
in.
want to do it the other way.
Well, no,
You can get in trouble that way.
Of course you can. Oh yeah,
I start off.
even that
I might
you can get in
transfer
trouble.
$20, $25.
But again, you're
That's it.
doing phenomenal because you're not even about the wins. Eventually, you're gonna have a month long where you're gonna lose $200 or something like that. It's gonna come.
It won't.
I mean, and if it doesn't,
It won't.
this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give her $100. I'm I'm going to give her $100 and I'm going to tell her double everything she does. So I'm not even going to look at it. I don't give a fuck, right? Let her play her ping pong and her darts and her fucking how big is Terry's balls tonight, right?
That's a good bet.
And then at the end of the week, she's going to say, hey, AC, this is how much we won. If we lost, maybe we only lost 50. There's still 50 in the account. I'm going to say, run with it. I don't give a shit. We're going to see how you do for a week. So that's why she was going home. She's not going home. She's addicted. She's
I'm
fully
not
addicted. She may not be losing a lot of money, but she's fully addicted.
She's like, the other day, she's like, hey, I was like, what is this? I asked her, so what is this 90-minute to the game in? And she's like, first of all, you're looking way too much into it. she's like, you just look and you pick it. I was like,
That's what I do.
Ridiculous.
okay. And then she comes up, she's like, hey, I just won.
It's absurd.
And I'm like, okay.
What the only thing that again I question is for your own sanity, you kind of got to know where you're at. I do not believe that they are in any way, shape, or form accounting anything. So though they are winning these, and I'm sure they're above because you come in with $3,000, you shouldn't lose. If you're betting $5 in a month, you should not lose $3,000, right? It just.
What do you mean you come in with $3,000? They give you $3,000?
No. She won her first weekend. She won 25.
Yeah,
or
okay.
whatever.
There's a lot of people playing, so they're probably. I mean, not everybody's winning. So
No.
So
No, there's people playing
they're
millions,
killing
bro.
it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not worried about her money.
No,
Yeah.
at all.
She's not. They don't even know who she like. There's like
she's drawing more people in.
Oh yeah. Well, she's drawing her friends in.
Right.
The Megs and the Bobs and the
she
Billies.
brought me in.
Oh, she brought you in. So yeah, it's like she's
And we
they don't
both,
even
she
know
hit
who
that,
she is.
She's
that
winning.
night.
Yeah.
The night that I won the 371 this week.
Yeah.
She won that same exact bet,
Oh really?
but she had a profit boost, so she got 400 and
Probably. That's another thing they do. It's another gimmick. The Hard Rock is like a lot of gimmicks. So what they do is
I love it.
Yeah, they do a lot. So they'll since she's playing actively, they'll email or they'll in their account they'll say, hey, tonight profit boosted. Instead of being like minus 110 for a team. Now I'm not getting to the whole dynamic of how gambling works, right? I don't bore everybody. But in the simplest form, if the favorite team, let's say the Knicks are playing the Bulls, right? And that the favorite's supposed to win, the favorite is the Knicks, right? They'll say they're minus 110. So for every $100 you put up, you lose 110 if you lose, right? That's the juice. It's how they make money. So what the profit boost they'll do is they want these people to put their money in. So they'll say instead tonight being minus 110 will make it even money. So now they want all that money to go on that thing. And again, they don't care if it wins or loses because for them, the amount of players that even out, I'm sure they're making money, right?
Yeah.
But they try and entice these people to play either more, get them hooked on, because once you're hooked, you're hooked. You're again, if she plays every night, dumping $100 a week into it, that's what they want. Even though she's taking it out, she's not their ideal customer because she's not losing. But if she talks to a friend, she can have a guy like me. If I go there, I'm like, yo, Staxx, you're winning all the time, and all of a sudden I drop 500, I guarantee I lose. I'm fucking losing,
Yeah, but if you sign up, you can use a code I send you.
I
You'll both
already
get
have it.
50.
I have an account.
They-
They give you,
Oh, you could
Sherpa.
have CC.
Not me. No, not me.
You could have
No, they got-
CC just sign up.
Anybody you get on there. You
Yeah,
get
does she
most,
have
right?
to? Does she have to play?
It's a pyramid
Well, you
think you have
scheme
to play
too.
It is. It
Oh,
is.
so you give her
It
$1.
is.
She'll do $1.
It's
Yeah,
not a pyramid.
Oh, 100%.
I don't know. That
it
sounds
is.
like a
Yeah.
pyramid.
It's not
I
a-
do win, lose.
Let me get one of those.
I do win or loss,
Yeah,
and I don't have a clue what soccer stoppage.
you got an opener.
Of course.
Got to give that back to him, please. Staxx. Got to give back to him.
Sorry.
So yeah, so that's what she's doing. She wasn't
So much
tired.
fun.
She wasn't
It's so
tired.
much fun.
She was going to deal with her addiction. So I got a
It's
funny.
not an addiction.
Okay, I got a.
I've never heard anybody tell me that they've lost on the site, so I'll tell you that much right now.
I have. I've lost. Can I say?
I lose every time. I've
Dude,
never
I
won
lose. Are you
gambling.
kidding? Again, I did
I'm like
not lose.
50-50 right now.
I did not lose
I started.
millions of dollars. When I say fucking millions, okay, I have it written down in this room right here is a history of what my gambling was in my heyday. And one of my biggest years of losing was like $2.7 million.
But yeah, you were in the throes of the addiction at that
Throw-
time. But I'm
throes of
saying
it.
at that time, you were just telling people about your wins.
Yeah,
You weren't telling people like, "Oh, I just
No,
lost."
absolutely not.
No?
I'm a gambler, dude. They know. You got to understand something. There's a big difference, okay, between somebody who is an occasional, not really keeping track. And this is no reflection upon you, but not somebody that's just like pretending to I always win or things like that, right? than a guy who's in with his friends who we all know as a group of gambling friends. We all know we each lose. We know we have
loses.
Right. We have big wins. Like we would have big, huge wins. Each and every one of my friends, and there was a crew of 5 of us. We would bet every Sunday. We would go even the 2 years, every year. I'd go twice a year to Vegas. I'd go during March Madness, and then I'd go during Super Bowl. And there was a whole crew of guys, and we all knew that each one of us was bringing $5,000, $10,000, $20,000. And there were times who's broke on the plane. So you can't really lie about it because you're like, hey T, can I get $20 for a hot dog? I've had many nights. If Zeke Zeus ever comes on this, the guy we spoke about, fuck you, be dead at the wedding, he remembers a time when I was in Vegas with the curtain shut, which God rest his soul, this guy Ron, who was my bookie back in the day in Chicago. I was on the phone with him, and I shit you not, pitch black, 2:00 in the morning there. So it's 5:00 in the morning in Chicago, smoking cigarettes, because that time, you remember you could smoke cigarettes, and I guess you still can,
no,
right?
You probably can. Yeah, probably
in your hotel room.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey Ron, I need another $30,000. I'm good for it. My boys walk in the room, they see this, and like, what the fuck, dude? I was yellow. I was smoking, like my fingers yellow. The whole room was covered in smoke. To this day, they still make fun of me. He'd be like, I went to the casino last week with Court Count, and we were playing cards. And when you play cards as a tournament, you pay them $100, and they give you like $10,000 in chips. Just their fake chips, right? It's a tournament. So I took a picture of it because Zeke Zeus was talking to me, and he's like, dude, do you have 20? He's like, you calling Ron again? And this is 20 years later, dude. 20 fucking years later. So yeah, you're loving it, but you're in
It's
it.
so much fun.
You're in it, man. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah.
No, but I could quit right now.
I don't.
No way.
You can't. No fucking way. I don't believe that.
After the Celtics beat
I'll quit right at this last bet.
like 3 years from now.
But yeah, you know how sad is it? I found out your addictions made my guy go back to smoking.
That was not my addiction that made your what?
Huh?
Yeah, he went back to smoking.
He
How
did,
sad.
but
Nah,
it's
she
not
didn't
because
do
of
it.
me.
I was stressed out.
No.
He said you
Thank
had
I feel
about
so much better.
$100 on 7 teams.
I've never put $100 on anything.
No, on 7
Yeah.
teams, and he was out there. He said, "Oh, I hope she wins tonight." And he was looking around all of a sudden. He saw your cigarettes. He started smoking. That's sad.
Now that
fucking
we're
tell
both
him.
smoking
I
again.
still have my 20. Shoot.
Now that we're both smoking again, we're gonna need all those winnings.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm already getting rules back.
Have cigarettes gone up?
It's like $100 a carton.
$100.
Not for us, because we're winning, bitch.
Spoken like a true addict. So I got a funny story today, right? So I've been looking for an air conditioner. Everybody knows I've been looking for an air conditioner.
No, I
right?
couldn't tell.
Yeah, like, I know. It just literally broke down.
Sweating.
We could turn this up.
No,
We
we're
could turn
fine. We're
those up.
messing.
No.
I want and there's fans
The
and
sauna's good.
I want
for everyone.
everybody
Yeah.
to be comfortable.
I'm losing weight.
So I got a funny story. I got something funny to read you guys. There's this guy that I've been that I've known personally, and you know him too, from the school, right? Maybe you don't know.
Yeah,
him.
I saw him that night.
That big guy, right? Okay. And we became friends. I mean, I didn't hang out with him but twice, but we were friends. We chat and all that. He's an AC guy, right? But he's a total fucking Trump. Like the guy, Trump won. There's no reason for anybody to be mad now. He won,
Right.
And if we're all comfortable with, this fake whatever, again, I love some of our fans, but every time we talk politics, I got to listen to shit. You don't know what you're talking about. Hey, look, just I can watch, I can see, I can, the only thing I can do is watch my portfolio. Let's start there, right? And you all know the last couple of days, the economy's taken, the stock market's taking a shit, right?
It's time to buy Tesla. Buy Tesla.
Yeah, I know. Buy
Tesla.
So
drink some
XAI.
bleach.
Yeah.
So this guy is like so angry all the time about it, So I've been asking him, hey man, I know I need AC. Can you come over and do the AC? He's like, yeah, I'll get you a quote one night. I said, okay, get me a quote. So this week he gets me a quote. So I call him up today, and I always love to fuck with him because he's so tied up with Trump. Anything you say Tesla, I was like, hey, how's your portfolio doing today? And he starts fucking going off on me. You're a fucking idiot, you motherfucker.
Oh, so what? So he's a Trump supporter, and he won, and he's still just an angry guy.
Oh, just angry. Like
So he's just
anything
angry.
you
I got
say,
a lot of them.
all of them, most of them, most of them I know.
Like, I mean, it's fun.
I mean, really, yeah. It's, he won.
Yeah.
Hey, we're doing great. Who doesn't want to pay fucking $25 more for a bottle of shit rum, shit wine from fucking the European nation. Forget about it. It doesn't even matter. Yeah, I know. We've been robbed forever. I mean, it's just weird, right? It's a weird thing that's going on with him. So I bust his balls a little bit, and we've done this all the time, right? So this is the messages I get. It says, he hangs up on me. He's like, you motherfucker. I said, just because you're yelling and you're calling me an idiot doesn't make you winning, right? You're not winning this argument. I said, look, it comes down to this. How's your portfolio doing? He's like, well, we've been getting ripped off for years. I said, do you believe where our economy is going to be changed, whatever is going on with it right now, do you believe it's going to be fixed by fucking throwing tariffs on bottles of wine coming from France? I mean, is that the answer? Do you believe that to be the answer? Do you believe that to be the answer to push like this week? And again, I think it's humorous. The guy sold a car on the fucking front lawn of the White House. You all saw that, right? Trump got in the car. Go Tesla. Are we shitting? I have never seen a sitting president buy a car in the fucking Oval Office front lawn. Let's put that aside. So he hangs up on me. Right? I'm like, why are you hanging up? So this is the message I go, what are you doing? I love this. I said, I think I got disconnected. You got to call me back. Right? I said, I'm mad too. Our money is now being tanked over bottles of wine. And I go, LOL. This is what I get. Honestly, man, you're impossible to talk to. Every time I talk to you, I don't have time or energy. So if I can recommend you to somebody else, I think I need to. I said, am I being broken up with?
You're allowed your opinion.
But this is a breakup text, dude. I'm not fucking him. All right? You understand?
And you're not changing anything.
Wait,
by the way.
It gets better. I go, are you kidding? I said, you can't take a little banter? I said, all the other people that you yell at, just because you yell louder and call them names, do they just be like, okay, buddy, you're right? I said, I thought we were best friends. That's what I tell this guy. That's why I get back. I have too much shit going on in my life. To add the stress of you.
Oh, no.
Now
It's like a bitch fight.
I got the it's not me, it's you text. Okay. It's too much shit going on in my life to add the stress of bringing you. Oh, with all due respect, I'm going to have to go to somebody else. I said, oh man, I'm so sad. I said, are we really breaking up right now? I said, am I getting the it's not me, it's you text? He's like, I said, it's nice meeting you, bud. I said, don't let politics stress you out because they really don't care about you. He goes, take care. I wish you the best.
It's not that serious, bud.
Nobody
I
finds
promise
that.
you, AC's not changing anything.
Does that not fucking like what the fuck? What I just got broke. I got dumped by an air conditioning guy.
Is that why it's broken?
Yeah, I think so.
He came over in the middle of the night
with a big cutting the fucking cords and shit. All right, so I even got a better one. So I go out, and I this week I'm talking to my family, right? And I see a friend of mine, and they are selling AED machines. Y'all know what an AED machine is, right? A defibrillator. For when you have a heart attack.
Who's selling them?
A friend of mine.
Why would you buy one?
No, I'm not buying them.
Oh.
She was just selling them, right?
For like a company, or
She's selling for a company. She's a medical device sales girl,
all
right. But she's not only selling them, she is
using them.
No, for fun, right? Shocking her fucking neighbors.
Try these out.
Yeah. The problem is you use it once, probably game's over. I mean, I'm pretty sure the game. So
maybe she's not doing that.
As she's, I'm on FaceTime with her, right? And she's in here and she's putting these things together. I'm like, what are you doing? She's like, oh, I'm putting these defibrillators together. I'm like, oh, how cool is that? You know, you sell them and you're helping out because it's a new company starting. It's a startup, you know. Mm-hmm. I did not realize that a defibrillator saving your life is run by a 9-volt battery. You know the battery that you stick your tongue to?
I actually have heard that.
A fucking 9-volt battery.
Yeah, I've actually heard that.
I don't know how comfortable I'd be if like Bob's down, the battery's dead. Do you know how hard
go to Walmart.
Do you know how hard it is to find a 9-volt battery? Yeah. Nobody carries a 9-volt in their drawer.
That and it's being put together in your friend's living room.
Put it together, right? So then the other funny part was this is what happens. As she's packing, I'm watching this go on. She's putting the battery in, she's shoving, like she's putting the 9-volt in, then she's putting the battery into this thing, right? She's putting this in a bag. She puts this little safety kit in there. She tells me it's a first aid kit. So I said, all right, what's in the first aid kit? She goes, there's a suture in there and like a tape. And I'm like, okay, do you have a Band-Aid? She's like, no. I'm like, that's not a first aid kit. If there's no fucking Band-Aids in a first aid kit, that's not a first aid. She's like, what if you got to do? Cut the shirt off. I said, that's what we're worried about. The guy goes down.
Are there
right?
scissors in there?
Looking for the scissors. Guy goes down. You're looking for the 9-volt. Oh shit, Staxx, she got a 9, but she's going rummaging through a fucking junk drawer. Oh, I don't got the thing.
I get up in my smoke detector, pull it out.
Pull it down. You touch it with your tongue, make sure it still works and shit. Right? Then you run over. She's like, yeah, I guess it's not a first aid kit. I said, stop calling it a first aid kit. Now she's putting this thing in a box. She's throwing it around, dropping. I'm like, I don't know how comfortable I am. You shipping these things out. And then she shuts the box and she looks over and she goes, oh shit. And I said, what's the matter? She goes, I forgot to put the instructions in. I was like, the instructions, besides the 9-volts, are the most important thing you have here. Like,
Hold on.
yeah.
Clear.
Yeah. There's no instructions. There's no. How the fuck do we save the guy? I don't know. Turn to page 6. Oh, we don't have the
They
instructions.
say put the bolt in here.
Fucking
Google it.
Yeah, seriously, unbelievable. Like unbelievable. This is the state of the world we live in. You're going to be saved. When we talk about your heart exploding, you're going to be saved. I'm going to get one of those. You're going to be saved by a 9-volt, and you just better because I don't have smoke detectors in this house. Mine are all hardwired. You're fucked because there's not a 9-volt.
We've
in
got
this
a whole
room.
bunch on our house.
Oh
I can
my
see us
god!
now. Alexa, how do you?
Mhm. And you got to know the
How
brand.
do we bring back to life?
Yeah, AC. Yeah.
AC
Oh,
back
it's
to
been a long
life.
time. That's all right. You're all right. Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's all
Rookie.
right. So, did anybody have a conversation this week about the news going on? Besides the fact that we're now spending $70 for a bottle of shit wine.
Yeah.
How about the fight that was at the gas station?
I saw a lot of that.
There was the Daytona Bike Week.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Yeah.
And the
Shame.
Mongols, are they called the Mongols?
The Mongols
know.
versus the Warlocks.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
I did see. Oh, I didn't see him, but I saw. I
Did
heard
anybody read
I
the
saw
article?
It's all over the
video.
news.
Did you read the article?
No.
Okay. So you didn't know like the details of the article.
Well, let's just set it up for the people. There is a video floating around out there. I think it went viral.
It had to
Oh,
go
100%
viral.
went viral.
There's like 50.
Yeah.
But it
There's
was
probably 100 bikers, big,
No,
burly dudes.
you think that was that
There's
many?
probably like 50 Mongols and
Yeah,
like
there was a lot
20
of people. There was
Warlocks.
a lot of them on the video that I saw.
It was one guy coming out of his car.
Yeah.
It was a
yeah.
guy coming out of his car that was taking gas. I mean, we got set up. He got set up, right?
Yeah, they
There's
got set
one
up.
guy, and he was like looking through his back window,
Yeah.
and he saw a bunch of dudes together. So from that vantage point, we could not tell how many people were there.
There was another video taken from the road.
Oh, so
There's 2 videos of it.
Oh, I didn't see a second.
I
video.
saw the guy that ran in the store. But
Yeah.
There's another one.
And then he's like, "Oh, they're killing me. They're shooting at you." He's like, "They're shooting
There's
at you."
another one from someone that was at the light or something
Wawa?
outside.
Wasn't it like
Mm-mm.
at a
A
Wawa?
No.
racetrack or
Racetrack.
something.
So it's a racetrack, and the nickname of that gas station is called the Redneck Mall. It's right next to the New Smyrna Speedway, and
It's
that's the
fitting.
Redneck
Now, there's so many-
Mall.
Oh, it's that one.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's so many things.
You
in
know that one?
I think I know which one.
Yeah.
There's so many things that sentence
It's out 40.
that I
or
don't know
whatever
about.
that- not
First of all,
40.
I don't know
Yeah,
a
it's
racetrack. I don't know and I never knew there was another speedway. There's more speedways in our neighborhood.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, we're talking about
Oh yeah.
10 square miles.
It's like down by Sam Sola.
Sounds
So I'm
good.
watching this video, right? See this guy. Fucking there. Now there's 2 biker gangs, right? I mean, they're all real rough and tough. I mean, that is like there's something to be said about 50 plus men with vests on and patches, and they will fuck
Yeah.
you up. In
Yeah.
a crew, they will.
Yeah, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we were. AC was worried about even bringing it up.
No, I'm
He
not
didn't
worried
want
about
him
bringing it up.
riding by his house and fucking.
Oh,
him
that'd be
up.
some fuck. That'd be some shit.
I'll have the defibrillator ready.
We won't have to worry about it because I'll be.
in the
You know who I'll call?
suture kit.
Yeah, exactly. You know who I'm calling. That shit. I get the message. Yo, I'm coming here. I hear rum. They're circling the block. You know who I'm calling. I'm calling the fucking Deester. You know who I'm calling. Not this Deester. I'm calling the Deester down there. He'll fucking come up. We'll be sitting in there lying like because you watch that video. If anybody wanted to just annihilate a bunch of people, they could do that from that guy's car, right? You saw the car that he was in. Like he was watching. Nobody was looking at him. He could have fucking unloaded on every single one of them. But the weirdest part of that was that the guy started shooting, okay? And he was in the crowd. Nobody died. One guy got shot in the leg.
So the deal is somebody got a graze to the head. Somebody got shot in the stomach, and so whatever. They start showing up at the hospital. All this happens. There's a fight, gunshot, 17 shots, something like that, and they start trickling into the hospital.
Best guy coming in the hospital.
And the first guy got grazed in the head. He don't want to talk to cops. Nothing happened. I don't know who did it. This, that, and the other. Guy got shot in the stomach. Says, "Oh, I was out in the middle of the country. I don't know where I was out, and I was practicing cross drawing. I shot myself in the stomach." And then the third guy comes in, and he's got like the most serious injuries to the back of his head, and he was hit with a pair of nunchucks.
Jeez.
Do we know? Nunchucks. First of all, who in 2025 is carrying nunchucks?
The Warlocks.
Wait,
or
wait.
the-
Where are you
whoever's-
carrying nunchucks? Like where? Where are you putting them? In your vest?
They're in their
In your
boot.
back pocket?
In their boot.
Is one
Who's
sliding-
the baddest mofo in town? Showed up.
Did the guy do a whole thing? Was he like putting it around his shoulder and through his legs and be like, whoa?
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he swirled up.
That's
and
why they pulled out the gun.
Jeez.
It reminded me when you told me that, because you didn't give me that article. Me and this guy laughed for 20 minutes about it. Like, I'm like, I think I even told you after that, right?
Yeah.
Did I not bring up the nunchuck somewhere around?
No,
the
I
show?
didn't hear the nunchuck.
I said,
thing
what the
until just
fuck? I said, what the fuck? I said, dude, could you imagine? Like, it reminds me of the Indiana Jones movie, right? Where the guy has the whip and the sword, and then Indiana's like, oh, fuck it. And he pulls out the gun and shoots it. The nunchucks have not been around since 1986.
Oh, they'll fuck you up.
There's a pair behind your head that are on that shelf, okay? That are, you can pull them down. They're a Halloween costume.
Cute.
There's a fucking, who is carrying this
Yeah,
shit?
who's carrying it?
Where are you carrying it? Yeah, there's a whole thing you have to do with those things.
That's not even a big
Yo, and I remember like the first time I was like, my dad gave me his toolbox, right? Like I would be sorting through my dad's toolbox back in the day, and there was like, you ever heard of a slapjack? You know,
Oh.
a slapjack's like a little leather piece 6 inches long with a big old metal ball on the end of it.
Okay,
And it's
and
kind of
you'd slap
loose.
out?
Yeah, no, you just slap somebody with it, like
Oh,
knock them
jeez.
square out. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
But there's like all these devices that you would think like
Yeah.
or maybe like a switchblade. You know what I'm saying? Fucking nunchucks. How do you get to nunchucks, bro?
Who's not laughing at the guy?
The guy pulled out like a medieval ball.
I was telling
Better than
him
nunchucks.
I was telling him
Give me
how
a
funny,
coffee.
how funny it would be if a guy had a blowgun.
Yeah.
All of a sudden
Blow
he pulls
darts.
out and he's like, you know, the guy's like, ow. Turns around with the nunchucks. Ow.
He comes in. He's like, I don't want to talk to cops either.
What the fuck?
Didn't only one person get arrested though?
Yeah, no, I think they got two. I didn't even find the second name. I
hope
only
it's-
found the first
hope it's
guy's
the
name.
nunchuck
I
guy.
bet you it's
But,
Bruce Lee.
Sorry.
It's got to be Bruce Lee.
Just for the comedy, there's a video rolling around. You see that where it's two like I want to say they're almost twins. They look like twin guys.
Oh yeah,
And they're like, "Hey, moguls and warlocks, get your shit together. Peace out there." You know, like
saw that video.
They're doing a PSA for fucking gangs. First of all, again, it's 2025. Are gangs like that even a real thing? I would love to see a gang.
You don't want to mess
Yeah,
with
you
them.
don't want to.
I mean, but are they a real?
They're
like,
real.
Yeah, I know, but what do they do? We obviously know they got to be doing either illegal stuff, right? Or are they just driving around beating each other up? Like, what is their function? They all must have day jobs. All of them. All of the people we know in the combat veterans, the motorcycle
do. I think
clubs,
they
they all
do.
got day jobs, right? So on Saturday, you're getting your nunchucks and your vest and you're going to the Wawa. It was like a fucking scene out of Grease, you know, or The Outsiders with the greasers and the fucking socials. I can't imagine that.
It's 100% a Florida man story. You know,
100%.
100%.
Yeah, I agree
And
with
something
that.
else on like a Florida thing that people might not know. Like we got bars down here, biker bars. And I had a buddy from college. He was African American. And we were going to this bar and we're walking in. And on the left-hand side, there's a sign that says, "No colors."
Yeah.
So he looks at me and
That's a lot of places,
he goes, "We're not going in here."
Oh my gosh.
Bruh, it ain't,
But
it's
they
the
have 'em.
1960s.
It ain't your color, bro.
Yeah.
It ain't the color they're looking for.
Yeah.
And that's kind
What
of
they're
funny.
referring to is
The patches
motorcycle
and
gangs
stuff
and
like
patches
that,
and
yeah.
stuff. But yeah, it was just.
We would hope this room would know that. 'cause
I
if
will,
somebody
but
didn't
we're
know that-
talking out in the public sphere. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just one thing.
But I'm just
if you see
saying-
no colors, they're not referring to
Right.
race.
The color of
and
your
shit.
skin.
Yeah.
Could you imagine? Hey, Indian man, you can't come in. Hey, black guy, you saw the sign says no colors.
And no nunchucks.
Yeah.
Ah,
I mean, no,
leave your nunchucks
like
at the door.
I don't give up. Like, if they're circling my house, I'm throwing nunchucks out. You know, I'll give them all to them. Or I'm gonna whip a Chinese star. If we're gonna go fucking retro, let's go retro.
But at the end of the day,
I'm
I mean,
gonna put my
it was,
gi on.
it was obviously successful, right? Like the
Yeah.
dude shot 17
It wasn't-
shots and
it
only
wasn't-
sent 2 people to
it
the
wasn't
hospital,
success.
and then the nunchuck guy,
No, it
boom, dude's in the hospital.
He wasn't in the hospital. He had a bump, bro.
He went to
We're
the
not even
hospital.
100. We're not even 100% sold that he went actually to the hospital.
Nunchuck dude went to the
For
hospital.
what? What did they? What
He
did
got
treat him for?
blasted in the back of the head. Dude.
For what though?
It
Was
was
it
dangling.
Was he cut open?
He's dangling. He's like the only he talked to the police. He was like, "Hey man, I got hit with nunchucks."
Of course he talked to the police because he couldn't fucking believe. Like, he probably didn't have a choice because his friends were like, "Ask Tim. He got fucking hit with the nunchucks."
They were Japanese. They're Japanese attacks.
Not so much here, but
Oh my God. Like, that's the shit we're
That's
living in
crazy.
right now.
Yeah.
I mean, the shit where guys are fighting with a fucking weapon from the 16th century.
I'm gonna start looking into it. It seems pretty effective.
Yeah, it looks real good. Yeah, that'll go real good with the guy.
Buy a yellow suit.
Yeah, and a belt. Get yourself a little red belt. You know, you start. Hey, I don't want to fuck you up too bad. I'm only a red belt. You know, because that made zero sense. Like, I was embarrassed for whoever got hit and whoever pulled them. Those two everybody should stop and just let them circle around and watch this fucking guy do his little kata.
Nunchucks.
The sad thing is, it's like on bike week, and there's other people out there. And
That's a shame.
that's a shame.
Kids.
I mean, kids and
At the gas station.
At the gas station, and that's the video I saw. I saw that people were taking cover in the gas station. That's just,
Of course.
It's just a bad whole situation.
Bad situation. There's just no reason for it. Again, you're a bunch of grown men.
I don't know that world.
You're grown fucking men. You're 50 plus men, and you're really trying to beat each other up. And again, none of us even know where it started over. It could have started over nothing. It could have started over a guy looking at another guy's.
No, they said that there was like 15 of the warlocks at the gas station, and then a couple Mongols came up and approached them, and then
So get the fuck off our gas
and
station.
then they walked, and then they went back to their bikes, and then all of a sudden, all the Mongols roll in, and the truck rolled in, and everybody, so that it was like, you're on our territory, you're on our
It's
turf.
a brotherhood to them,
Yeah.
man. They
So
they
their
take that very
turf,
seriously.
their turf is the gas station.
Their turf is
Well,
Sam Solo.
The Redneck Mall, bro. It's like mall fights.
I think it's
I
more.
don't think
mall fights with nunchucks.
Are
What do
we
you mean?
really buying? Are we like? Is he the person that I'm taking the news from?
You can
Am
read
I,
it.
No, but
Am
you know
I
what?
believing that
I did hear that
the
this
Wawa
week.
was their turf?
No, it was
I think it's more the
was the-
brotherhood.
It was the Redneck
brotherhood.
Mall, dude.
the racetrack.
right
But-
next to their clubhouse.
Hey, this is the conversation. Hey guys, hey, everybody gather around. Hey Dees, you in? Oh, Staxx, good to see you. Hey Sherpa, we'll go. Hey, now let's outline our territory. All right, we got it. These guys have moved in. We've had these guys.
We got from the Circle K.
Yeah, we got Circle K. Hey, who's gonna say? Hey, Dees, I need you to take this note to the warlord. I need you to take it to him.
I'm
and say,
guarding the light post.
we now have that Circle K. You know what? We're going to take it a step further. We're going to call it the Redneck Mall. You better fucking know who the Redneck Mall is. And then the Warlock guy is like, is it Warlord or Warlock?
Warlock.
I just picture when I say Warlock.
Yeah.
Oh, it is Warlock?
You picture vampires?
Wow. Oh, no. I picture like Harry Potter shit. Like
Mongols?
guys
Yeah.
are
I thought
robes.
that was Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the?
Are you sure it's Warlock?
I don't know.
It's warlocks, man.
Warlock. Okay.
I'm not in that
So
world.
then the Warlock guy reads it and says, "Hey guys, they want the fucking Wawa.
Get your nunchucks.
We ride at dawn.
That's like that movie. We ride it on. Could you imagine? And everybody's putting their little vests on and just polishing up their patches.
Yeah.
Of course,
putting their
ours
shit-
would be that neon green with the stripe,
Right.
so people could see us. Like those guys.
Yeah.
from the-
The fucking you don't get run over. On the way there, you don't want to get hit by a
We
car.
want, we want reflective straps.
Holy shit! I mean, that's so funny. Could you imagine that meeting? That's ours. That's our territory. The Redneck Mall. And then they put it out there. And then the guy rides a rides his big bike over. And he says, "Where is the Warlock King?" And he brings this note to him and says, where they think they're getting that Wawa. They ain't getting the Wawa.
See, I'm naive.
Hey.
I thought, that was over. Like I thought.
It had to.
I thought it was over.
If it's not, it's
I-
now.
Yes.
Because who's gonna fuck with a guy with nunchucks?
Nah.
Who's gonna fuck with the crew that carries nunchucks? You stay away from
Two
those
guys
guys.
with thumbs. Not this guy.
You see that? Hey, what that guy had to be probably like Chi Li, right? Hey, Chi Li, where's Chi Li? And he's like, I'm here, sir. He said, get your nunchucks. Get your nunchucks. And in there, put your stars, because we're going to that Wawa on Sunday. It was a Sunday at 12. It wasn't even night. It wasn't even fucking at the strip
No,
club.
middle of the day.
It was the middle of the day. It was
It was in the middle
one of the most ridiculous things
I
I
saw.
ever heard.
Yeah, I saw a
Give a
glimpse of
fuck.
it.
One of the most
crazy.
ridiculous things. Are we really? Can we not talk? Again, we're going to hear some Trump shit. Is really a Mongol or a war? Maybe they get together on my driveway and be like, "Hey, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about." Sorry, guys. I have a blowgun. I'll be behind my bush. Okay.
Plastics.
That's from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles one year. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, and when he told me that story, he's like, yo, you got to look that shit up.
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to be fucking kidding me. Hey, if we ever need one, we'll get a defibrillator in this place if they ever have one of those things again. We just hope the 9
That's got to be worse than nunchucks.
No, the defibrillator.
Just chasing them down.
I'm chasing them down, guys.
Throwing 9 volts at them.
This guy is talking about killing somebody with a fucking. I mean, I would see if anything
Taking
would,
a bag.
if anybody would do that, would be this guy.
And I would take my EpiPen.
That doesn't work.
I'll get you.
Yeah,
I'll get you.
Your EpiPen hasn't worked in 10 years.
I know,
It's
but
the
I
only
still
chick
have
who
it.
has
It
an
will
EpiPen
scare them.
Who doesn't fucking? Who has like a? How many do you have? How many of those EpiPens do you have? Like 3, right? No,
Yeah,
you got to
they're
be in the
like from
microphone. You got to
1955.
remember how it works. You know, she hasn't been in a while. She's talking over here to me. You're in the microphone. What?
I might have 3.
3 that don't work. She
Right.
can't save anybody. Like she's gonna jab a
Couldn't even
motherfucker with an
save
EpiPen.
myself.
Those go bad.
Yeah, no,
They
yeah, they
gotta
go
go
bad. Of course.
Okay, well, she's had them for a while.
There's medicine in there. Could you imagine? That's the problem. It's like this is what'll happen with her. She'd be at that gas station, right? The shit would go down. Guy would give him the
Eating some
nunchuck,
seafood.
right? Yeah, eating the fucking sushi, right? And all of a sudden, there's a guy goes down. He needs the EpiPen. She goes to jail because she stabbed him 6 times in the heart with a pen that doesn't work and actually killed him.
give him a mushroom out.
She's like, live, damn it, live, damn it. And they're like, ma'am, this EpiPen expired in 1984.
And here comes Dees with his defibrillator.
The guy's got a rash now. You really gave him some fucking shit.
Yeah, and there's these. He'd be like this. Wait a minute, I got to go inside and get my new 9 volt. He's standing in line while there's a whole fucking melee
Wait,
going
I'm
on.
coming back. You're so fucked.
Yeah, he's in line. This guy's a little 9 volt. He puts it on the counter.
No, he's got it on his tongue. He's like, this one's live.
This is live. We're coming to get you, baby.
Oh, God.
That is absolutely ridiculous.
so funny.
That's exactly how
I
it would
did
go.
hear, though, that this week there was a shooting at Crook's Den. Isn't
Crook's
that a bike?
Den? What is
isn't
that?
Yeah, that's
biker
definitely
bar?
a biker bar. 100%.
Isn't that on Orange Avenue?
Yeah, right by the court.
Right by the courthouse.
I don't know what that means.
It's not the first shooting there.
No, it's definitely a very seedy place, you could say. Seedy.
This bar.
Yeah.
It's
What
it's
bar
like a
around
biker
here is
bar.
not seedy? Can somebody please tell me? I do have a
Oh,
question.
There's lots.
It's where the Biden. It's where the
the little
Biden.
hole-
Not these days.
The little hole in the walls are all seedy. Everyone that I've seen, I'm not saying yes. Of course, there's a half wall and things like that, and
Yeah,
even
but
the
there's
porthole's
you
not
all
a
like
seedy bar.
Yayas though. Y'all are Yayas fans.
Yayas is we're not Yaya fans. I've gone.
It's kinda
they've
seedy,
gone, I'm
though.
sure. I would
I know
call-
somebody who got murdered
I
out
would
of
not
there.
call that place seedy in
Jeez.
any way, shape, or form.
Buried and chemical dissolved. Somebody's son out of Yayas.
Out of Yayas, he
Out of
didn't
Yayas,
die
bro.
in
For real?
Yayas.
100%. Yeah.
He got killed in Yayas.
Altercation at Yayas.
He got killed. in there.
Disappeared 10 years later. Found his
From Yaya's?
little rest. Yeah, from Yaya's. That was the last time you've seen.
All right. Well, I mean, how
Jeez.
long ago was that, bro? That doesn't make it seedy.
No, I mean it was like 20 years ago.
Oh
25
Jesus!
years
For the
ago.
love of God, see, doesn't count. Doesn't count.
20
Getting hit in the
years
head
ago.
with nunchucks doesn't count for winning or losing a fight.
Yeah.
Dying 20 years ago, yeah, does not make it a seedy bar today.
Clearly
Not the
that
people
guy
that we
didn't
know.
Have his numbers.
That's pretty
did
gruesome,
have
though.
I
It
know,
was. It was messed up.
So
man.
I have a question about that. Not Yaya's, because I mean, I was just in Yaya's last week, right? And it was not this Friday, 2 Fridays ago. And it was packed. First of all, it's packed. It's fucking packed. Friday night,
Yeah,
it's
they
wall
got a
to
good little
wall.
thing there.
They do, man.
For
It was all young
karaoke,
guys.
they're like one of the best.
They
for-
really are. I
in-
mean,
in town.
and it's constant. I mean, the
Yeah.
karaoke was going, and you know, we had a
We
friend
had a
of ours.
blast when
We had a
went.
friend of ours who sang that day. You know, she was singing the blues, but she sang that day. And no, I mean, when I went, you
I'm
know,
laughing at Staxx.
I know. Staxx
what time
is-
are they open till?
I don't know. I honestly don't
Have
know.
you ever shut the place down?
We
at
did.
like 4 in the morning.
Well, no, I had to go home.
Shut
for some
down. You got
reason.
Yeah,
yanked
so
out of
am
it by
I.
your ear, bro.
I did.
He got yanked
Yeah.
out by his. He was
you
waxed.
should have brought your nunchucks.
I mean, he was waxed.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean,
but he
Sta-
could have hung in there.
Staxx can defend me. She was the one yanking me out of the bar.
She's always yanking you out of all
I
the
can't
shit.
beat her up with nunchucks.
No.
She's always yanking you out. But that day, he didn't really.
Who had to help carry him out that day.
I know, but he could have made it through.
I was fine.
I mean, he was waxed, but he
No.
could have made it through.
And you fell in someone's
crotch.
Oh my
Crotch.
God, I fell right in their balls.
Yeah, you did.
It was the funniest thing. So we're at a high top, right? And you know, it was somebody's birthday. CC's.
CC's.
Yeah. So anyway, we end up there, right? And he sings "Shallow" with one of our friends. It was they were doing hard shit to each other. It was just so fucking classic, right? So I get up this high top, you know, stool, and my foot got caught into it, and that place is so packed.
Sure
and there's a
did.
low table they're all sitting there. I shit
It
you
went
not,
right to balls.
right
did you?
balls like this. oh.
They were offended by it.
They were like, what the fuck? I'm like, sorry, guy, you think I wanted to fall in your nuts?
You did.
I mean, I literally felt like I'm talking like chin was probably practically on top of his balls, right? And I was like, what the fuck? And they all, did you see it? You saw it, right? And we just laughed. I mean, it was so fucking, I mean, I went from up into the guy's nuts. There was no in between. There was no fucking, teetering around. And my foot got caught in the stool and I went straight down. My feet never touched the fucking floor. So at that point, then, and I was feeling no pain, but nobody was in his condition.
You had a big old shit-eating grin on your face the rest of the night.
I was like, yeah.
But I wasn't like, everybody was having fun with it.
Live action.
You're the only one who gets in trouble because you just get in trouble because, your wife doesn't want you to whatever in her interpretation embarrass yourself, but for the rest of the crew you don't get big chested, you don't make a scene, you're just fucking drunk and stupid. That's what drunk is, right? I mean,
that's my
that's your signature. You get drunk, you make like he's sitting there, right? I'll tell you like a funny thing. He's so drunk. He's like talking to Cece, right? And he's taking his drink and he's pretending that his face won't work. And he's like drinking and it's just pouring out the side of his all over the table, all over the front of his shirt. Every time everybody's like
talking, it just come out.
Staxx is like, she's over there.
Losing
She's
her mind.
She's a little bit losing her mind, right? She's there. And we understand, any wife would be the same way, right? But he's not out of line. But he's just, and she's like, you got to go home. You're too fucked up and all that. And he's like, okay, honey. And he takes a sip. He's like, and just pours at his face. It was so fucking funny. Every fucking, like, we're not talking pretend dribble. We're talking taking a complete mouthful.
Yeah, give me another one.
And just letting it fall out.
I start talking with it in my mouth like that. What's going on? It just start coming out.
I'm getting a clicking, just so you know. I'm getting like
static.
You getting
I
that?
heard it now. Could you just move the wire?
That shouldn't be this wire should not create static.
Huh.
Well, we're gonna have to keep. So we got new equipment. Did you see that today?
I
See all the
do.
equipment we got?
You sound good.
You do sound good, yeah.
So
All
it
right,
must
good.
be your headphone kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah, just try and push that in.
They only did it when you move the wire.
Yeah, there you go. You play with that. And if we need new connectors, we just need new connectors. I mean, this shit shouldn't be worn out by this time, One thing I want to follow up and put some closure to was the ghost. Is that bad?
Come on, dude.
It was pretty bad.
This is
dude.
a classy show.
Is it? Yeah, because we all
Yeah.
carry nunchucks and our friends dribble on
Ghost, is that what you're
themselves.
gonna say?
And we watch his demise every week. Do we not watch with his 2 beers him go from up alive and thing? And that
It's like you push that button where you push play and you record over it, and it goes.
It doesn't. He's like, hey everybody, what's going on? All of a sudden, his 9 volts wearing down. I want to say.
Who's that, me?
You, every fucking
Really?
Oh, we love it. I mean,
Interesting.
It wouldn't be you without you, So I mean, it's the Bud Light. It's extremely powerful alcohol. Bud Light, it's real powerful.
2 of them just puts me on my ass.
Yeah, well, you had a Corona too, didn't you?
I really just want to have it start pouring down my face, but I don't want to ruin all the electronics.
Yeah.
It sounded like fun, but now fucking I can't do it. So now I'm bummed.
I think you should try. I'm with you.
It was so
You
funny.
said it.
So this is what happened. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna finish up this story of our ghosts. All right, because we have a lot of people that wonder what was going on with that. we had them come in. You were here. Were you in the room for?
I was.
Yeah, you were in the house, right?
Yeah, I wasn't in this room.
Right. Oh, that's right. You and Cece were out there. So they came. We had our medium, and we had her young lady who I guess does the exorcist of the entities.
She brings nunchucks.
She doesn't bring nunchucks. She brings a lot of oils.
So crazy.
Yeah, like for real. A lot of oils.
And the lady in her exorcist lady.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else you'd call them. It was pretty intense. Everybody,
the name sounds it like.
everybody knew that was pretty intense, right?
Yeah.
So they start in that side of the room. They start in that side of the house. They walked around this house for almost 3 hours. Okay. When they got good.
Well, you got to tell the story, but when she came in and all that, like leading into it.
Well, we know the story of the ghosts. Remember, we did the whole
you
episode.
said when she showed up and out of nowhere, and like you just met her, and what she said.
She said, "Is there a Terry with a Y?"
Oh yeah.
So the audience gets the vibe of like the connection that for some reason that this whole thing is getting a little out of hand.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's a whole different day. That you got to sort that out. So she walked in. She walked in the room. The first thing she said was she had a dream, right? And the interesting part of it is how it correlates between my ghost and him is fucking beyond my imagination, right? I don't even understand.
Yeah, and can you give like a 3-minute overview of everything that's happened, just in case somebody popped in and listened?
Yeah.
Right now?
So for the last 4 years, we've seen ghosts.
Just in case somebody stuck around through the nunchucks and the throwing up on themselves and the fucking dick dive bombs.
Oh, they're staying around. I mean, we've had 72,000 people listen. People are fucking listening. 1,200 subscribers. Thank you, YouTube. I know.
Thank you, YouTube.
Don't talk about it.
Sis.
Right?
Let's go.
Without Bangladesh.
Let's go.
So,
Bang, bang.
bang, bang. So for the last 3 years, 4 years, everybody knows we've had some ghosts. We've told an entire episode on our ghosts where I keep seeing little girl ghosts, and I saw a demon guy, and then we had a medium come in, and she told us about people that have passed in our lives. And she said, you gotta stop letting this ghost live here, because she went through me one day, as we all know. It was terrifying. I didn't leave the house. And we said we're gonna get some sort of exorcism. You're all caught up, right? So she walks in. First thing she says is, I had a dream last night. I don't know if you knew this, Sherpa, but she says, I had a dream last night. And, do you know anybody with a Terry with a Y? And unfortunately right now, we have to use the big guy's name. So we're like, hey, we know a Terry with a Y. What does that have to do with it? She's like, somebody needs to see him, or there's something that this person is coming through to me for this person, or it's that person. So either the person that was passed was somebody with a Terry with a Y, because she actually dreamt about it. Like, she had a dream that she was at a funeral home, and her friend, whose name was Terry, was coming to her saying, find or meet, or I don't remember the exact verbiage, something about a Terry with a Y, right? Her friend Terry was looking for a Terry with a Y, or telling her to look for a Terry with a Y. That's the gist I got, right?
Yeah, she dreamt about her friend Terry with an I, and then she woke up and thought, well, that was weird. And then she said it immediately on repeat came to her, Terry with a Y, not an I.
Right.
So a little ironic, though, because I'm the only one who's not here. Like, on purpose, because as you know, the ones who listen to the last episodes, I'm not a big fan of any of this. Like, I stay out of it. Yeah. But she was.
Did you though?
She
until the medium came over.
But she
and
was so adamant about keeping me, like, getting me to go, and I was like, I'm out, man. I'm just out. And
let me tell you what his out is.
You're blocking me, dude.
Well, it's just ironic.
You are blocking. He is blocking you.
I know.
Yeah. You can't stop talking outside the mic. You act like it's your
sorry.
first time. So yeah, Staxx wants a reading, and she can't get a reading because someone needs to talk to this fucking guy, and he refuses to talk to her. Right. But then again, he's saying, I'm out of it. But I walked over his house last week after the meeting was done with me, and he was in there. Tell me more. Tell me more.
I was trying to make
was
her
he
feel,
not Staxx?
Good. I was trying to make
Was he not? Was he like, all right, let's talk about it?
No.
And then I walk in.
He said
like she was getting into it.
No, she didn't. No, she didn't even start.
No, because then I walked in.
I wanted her
is he
to
gonna
feel
ruin
comfortable because I think she thought that I didn't want her over my house, and then I was like, oh no, it was Terry with a Y, and I was just joking around. But I tell you, I find it interesting because you guys did not know this woman.
No.
Okay, this is what got me kind of.
But it was. But
intrigued.
understand, in the beginning, it was very with her. You didn't meet the chick who said that.
Right.
She was
right. I've never met at this point. I had not met any of them.
Yeah. You just need to you need to sit down with her.
But I find it very ironic that she came over with me not being here, and this is the second time that she said that to Staxx about something about me, which is very odd because they don't know me.
Because you're blocking me.
She's blocking you.
And then when she said that, she went into the whole, I feel in, what's going on in your house, which kind of is exactly why I was talking to you before, saying, hey, man, I don't like to open up the gates. I find that there is realistic shit that goes on in that
of course,
that world.
Yeah.
And this is kind of why it scares me,
sure.
To go, hey, man, I don't mess with that shit.
Right.
So very odd.
Yeah.
It's intriguing, but it's odd.
Right. So she says, then she sits down, says this whole thing, and we move on, right? I mean, hey, who is the guy? All that. We're like, we know a guy like that. And then she said some other things, and Staxx and I thought about it for 5 minutes, and she, she was like, every once in a while, she's like the Willy Wonka, get the lollipop girl who she gets mad at you for no reason. But then we recover quickly. Remember, she said, oh, who's the Terry with a Y who acts young? And I'm like, that's our guy. She's like, he doesn't act young. Okay. Anyway, but as well as the Dees knows, we love him for that. You've met him for how many times now? Does he act like a 45 or 47-year-old man? No. You think he
profiling.
Right. You think he's rubbing a rabbit, eating counting how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll Pop. Hold on. So let me finish this.
Don't ever say rubbing a rabbit again.
I'll try not to. I don't want to go too far over, so I want to get this story with the thing because the audience definitely wants to know. So she comes into this room, she goes to this. Now this is the Exorcist woman and our medium, and they're great. They really are. They are. First of all, the medium I just know her. I believe in everything she says. It's amazing.
It's very spot on.
Oh,
it's very spot on.
It's scary how spot on it is. So the other girls, she's dealing with my dogs now because I told you she was also the woman that was dealing with the horse with the girl who's sick, who is now in remission. We hear, which is God bless. She's like 10 or 12 years old, and they have this power of this horse. So she does that. She goes around and heals animals, and that's what her gig is, right? So she says, all right, we're going to get through this house. So she starts with giving our dog some essential oils. My dog all of a sudden completely, I thought he was going to stand up and be like, man, I need a cigarette. He's so hyper and jumping all around, gravy. And all of a sudden she did something to him and he was as calm as could possibly.
So
right?
The first thing they do is come and start fucking with the dogs?
She started fucking
right off the bat.
Well, because the dogs are very nervous.
Comes with the flute.
Yeah. So the dogs are at her heels and they're very, very nervous, right? So again, we're here to clear this thing. Let's end this nightmare. Whatever's going on, they kept saying, AC, you gotta let it go. Let the entity go. And everybody heard me last show or the show about it. I was like, hey man, I'm okay with it being here. They're like, no, you can't be okay with it coming through. If it starts fucking with your daughter, you're in trouble. Blah 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 blah. I'm like, okay, understood. So now I gotta accept the fact I gotta let it go, right? So she starts in the far room. She's like, I just feel this tension. It's coming this way. I'm walking in, and she's letting it walk wherever she wants to walk, right? So she gets to the back room. She doesn't really spend a whole lot of time back there. She comes into the kitchen. She's like, I feel the entity of the girl floating around, being everywhere, right? And she's like, oh, they're laughing at me. And, she's like talking to us, but not talking to us. So I'm just staying there and I'm kind of listening to all of it. I'm following around. First of all, I wanted to tape it. I wanted to record it. They wouldn't let me. They were like, absolutely not. This is not a gimmick. And I'm like, I'm not trying to make it a gimmick. I think it's going to be something totally cool for the show that, everybody would be interested in, right? Just because we were so fucking terrified.
Did she have like things in her hands?
She did. She had something that she was hitting. It was going bing. It was like one of those
resonance
things.
Or something.
What's it called?
I don't know. I just made it up. Resonance.
Can you look it up? It was like a tuning fork. That's exactly what it was. Remember, it was a tuning fork. Yeah. So she had a tuning fork. She's like, well, I got to use this to clear these entities. So she gets back here, right? And she's like, bing.
It is an acoustic resonator in the form of a 2-pronged fork.
Oh yeah, and she was hitting bang. So she gets to this back room over here where we know the entity is hung out, right? And all of a sudden, the whole mood changes. Like she's starting to sweat.
Like legitimately sweat,
like
though?
Legitimately, right? You were there. She's starting to get nervous, right?
Yeah, I didn't go in the back.
Oh, so she's starting to get nervous. She's starting to get worried. She's starting to get like, oh, she turns to me and she's like, and I'm like, whoa, what the fuck are we doing? Like, what are we doing here? She's like, yeah, the entities around her. You don't have one entity here. You have a couple. And the entities are telling me, you got no shot at getting rid of her.
Portal.
And she's like looking up into the closet. There's a closet back there. She's looking up into the closet and she spent a lot of time in the closet, right? And she's like, no, I won't. I'm like, this bitch is gonna fucking say it goes to the light. I thought for sure I was going to be in the middle of some melee, right? And I'm just standing there, and I'm not scared at this point because whatever's happening is happening to her, right? It's not happening.
But it's like lifted off the ground.
No, it would have been as this is going on, pong, and it's like a fine tune.
Was it kind of like uneasy when she did that? Like,
no,
she did that, where you're like, whoa.
The whole thing was eerie.
Yeah, it really was.
I mean, the whole thing was very, very eerie.
AC's got a pocket full of 9 volts.
Yeah. So, and now remember, this is over a 4 or 5 hour period. I mean, it was all day. She came at 10, didn't leave till like 5, 4.
That was a long time.
No, she came at like.
It was like hours.
1 to 5.
It was hours.
Yeah, it was hours. So she's back here, pong, and she's in this closet for a long time, right? And she's like, I need your help to our medium. So now the medium is fucking. They are assembling like the Avengers, right? I shit you not. They're in this closet. It forces them out of this closet into this room that we are standing in, into the closet behind him. 35 minutes they stood in this closet, and I'm going to show you how it was, and I hope you get this on camera.
No. No way.
Am I lying? Did you
wasn't
see
back
any of
there.
it? See, I know CC popped her head in.
I popped my head
like
in
this.
when she was doing the things.
Like this. Yeah.
So they went from this room.
Yeah, the entity came to here.
They
A
did the-
man lived in this closet.
Mr. Munch.
Which you all talked about years ago. Whoever lived here before, her friends that they grew up with, her
They did
friends,
say that.
they said that there was a dude that died in this house that was in that closet behind you. So she's like, I'm gonna need you. Now this one, she's like, medium, come, I need you. And they are standing there, and this chick is sweating, fucking, and all of a sudden the medium is like, you could just see getting chills. Her whole body's becoming goosebumps. She's like, oh, he's trying to get me. He wants me out of this fucking room. And she's like, stand strong, stand strong. And
What are you
Did
doing?
you put your hand on their back?
I am standing here right there. Like,
Are you
what?
doing it too?
No, I'm not doing anything. I am wishing I had a fucking camera for whatever the fuck was going on, because it was intense. They were like, I mean, getting pushed back into the table and shit. They were fighting whatever the fuck was in there. A half hour, 40 minutes, dude. Like literally, how you feeling it? Is he gone? She's like, he's not letting me. He's telling me I ain't going anywhere. Oh, I need a break. I got stuff. All right, I've got this. It was fucking intense. It was major intense. The exorcist lady, which I she wasn't really an exorcist. I don't know what you call her.
I don't know what
but
she
was full throttle, bro. Like she was full throttle, fucking pouring, fucking, and all of a sudden it was like, right?
I just came.
That was really. All of a sudden, everything stopped. Right? She's like, "Oh, you feel that?" She's like, "Yeah, you feel that?" They're like, "Okay." They're like, "AC, you might be in good shape." I'm like, "Okay."
You need some water?
What happened?
Right?
They just
He moved
exploded.
It
on.
just whatever they did, they pushed him out of the car. It's okay to go.
Did you
You're
throw
all
him to
right.
the tiger?
You know, oh yeah, he might have. So wait, now they come out this room. Now the girl they think is still around. She's still bouncing around. Right? They go to my clock, my fucking grandfather clock. That wasn't even mine. It came from somebody else. I was
Where she
gifted.
slid out from?
Yeah, where she slid out from. So now they're both like, this clock is moving. So she opened the door, shut the door, and the clock stood there for 10, 15, 20 minutes. Everything should have been still on this clock, and the pendulum started moving. Like the pendulum started moving. Right?
On its own?
Definitely on its own, yeah. And then she took out this thing.
Was she doing that? Was she doing
Oh
that?
yeah, she was doing it. You saw that, right? You were there for that when they
Yeah,
were at
I
the
saw
clock, and they're like, "Yeah, we got to clear this clock, right?" And they stood. How long did they stand at the clock for? 20 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yeah, and then we got sidetracked.
Yeah. Well, then all of a sudden she's like, "Okay," and then all of a sudden they're like, "We think it's clear."
Yeah.
And since that moment, seriously, then they showed us stuff that you could do, like a pendulum. She had a pendulum, and you could like say something, and it would start swinging this way for yes, that way for no, just to like show the ability of our own human mind, I guess. So she started doing that, and then she had us staying there, and you stand up straight, and you'd ask a question, and your body, it was very, again, odd.
It was
right?
energy,
Yeah.
whatever she said.
Really weird. If the answer was yes, you'd fall forward, and if the answer was no, you'd fall backwards. In your own mind, I could have said, "Hey, is his name the Dees?" and staying there straight up. And I'm telling you, I tried to fight it. Like I wanted it to be a hoax, right? And it wasn't. Did you feel it? I mean, did you do a couple
Oh
of them?
yeah, I did.
Like it was fucking insane. Then she took a pendulum. She had a little pendant, like a little pendulum, and then she was going over like Stax's body, and the whole thing was like slapping her because it was like, you're a crippled bitch. Whatever. Everything was, it would show where she was hurting and pain and where her energy would go. So it would go by her knees and it would start spinning around real
Bringing
fast.
shit home with you.
Oh,
dude.
it was intense. So since that day, all of a sudden, now again, what happened in this closet? Whew, everything was gone. Right? They go to this clock. They start fucking with the clock. All of a sudden, we get like they feel better. Both of them felt better, and all of a sudden, they're like, "We think you're clear." So since that day, I have not seen, I have not heard, I have not had anything go on except Cece has felt a couple of things that she has now subsequently felt. And they said that this little girl, they feel will come back and forth for a little bit, but now they feel like they were able to get her out and she's out of our lives. How about that, guys?
Except for the few little times that Cece feels.
Yeah, but Cece said she hasn't felt it now in a while too. Like she felt it a couple days afterwards.
It's only been a week and a half.
It has, but I'm up late. You know, I'm an all night guy, and I haven't felt anything. I haven't seen anything. I haven't felt anything. I can't say I'm a little sad because they get very offended by that. Yeah, I'm not sad. Stay away. That's what I got to keep saying. They don't want me to encourage her to come back.
That's eerie. You saying it right now. Just stop doing that.
It just wasn't.
That whole thing sounded eerie.
It wasn't terrifying, dude.
It sounded terrifying.
It wasn't scary.
Yeah, no,
You weren't in here when she was like fighting in the fucking air.
No, that was pretty. That was intense.
100%. That sounds intense.
And she kept hitting that fucking tuning fork, you know. So yeah, it's not even loud. It's like this ting.
I was up front placing my bets for the day.
Oh my gosh.
See what I mean? She's fucking fully.
She had
addicted.
like what does the sage do? Does she have?
She can do sage.
Didn't she say something about that?
She did. She said she could sage. Also, we have
does
the Big
that
C
do?
who could sage.
What does
Her
that
dad
do?
could sage, but we don't know if he is going to come and
What does
sage
that
us.
do?
I don't know. I mean, I could smell so bad. Maybe they just go away. I don't know.
Gets rid of.
Dude, I am not an expert on any of this stuff, bro.
Yeah, so I just want to make sure everybody in podcast land knows AC in studio. It is all cleared up. We hopefully have no more entities living here. And if it was, like, it was behind Sherpa's head. Like, seriously behind Sherpa's head. So that was pretty intense. Where are we at in time-wise?
I don't know, but it wasn't the beers. It was the ghost taking over as the episode went on. It wasn't. It had nothing
That
to do
was the
with me,
thing.
bro.
We can all say whatever we want. It was a very weird thing, that episode, where I was blurry the entire time talking about it.
Yeah, that is
and
weird.
you were crystal clear.
That should 100% should not happen. We got the new Sony you
We're
got a
we're
$4,000 rig on you, dude.
There's
Auto track,
thousands of
face
dollars in
focusing.
this. Yeah. There's literally thousands of
Yeah,
dollars
there's no
of everything
explanation
in
for
here.
that. And
it
I
hasn't
checked
happened
it,
until you start talking about it.
and I checked it as we were going, and it was crystal clear, but the recording was blurry, and I was bummed. I was like, "Well, how does this even happen?" You know?
Yeah, and then how cool is that Joe Rogan listened to our show? All your guys bitching and moaning. The fucking
he
guy
believes in complete nonsense.
He
dude.
believes in complete. He don't want to believe in those charlatans, but he believes in complete nonsense. That was
It's
fantastic.
very odd how everything just comes together.
I know.
Like, isn't that all connected? Like
In 2 weeks, went from 96 to 1,300 listeners. In 2 weeks, we've always been on the incline in Spotify and Apple, but we're at 72,000 views, and that happens because of all of you.
Yeah.
Are you still giving away free shirts and hats?
No, 72,000 people. No, now we're gonna start buying them. We're gonna start selling them. You guys want to make some? What our intro say? Did you hear our new intro? Did you hear our new
I
intro?
did.
Did you like it?
I did.
Where we said we don't care, we just want the money. Painstakingly. Because the last thing I'm going to talk about is you had missed last week, right? We were trying to figure out what the U with the 2 dots was. I mean, this fucking idiot, we're crying because it's called an umlaut. And we were 20 beers in. So we're like, Blue Savage, don't forget your omelet.
Your omelet, motherfucker.
And I was like, omelet. It was just terrible. And the other word was diuresis.
Yeah, diuresis.
Diuresis.
There's one part when you talk in the intro, though, it's very hard to hear what you say.
Oh.
Just a smidge.
Dude.
Just a smidge. No. It just says, like, tell your somebody. Is it friends?
No, it just says subscribe.
No. It says
Hit that subscribe.
No, it says tell your, and then the song was a little louder than the words.
You might have to
Listen
I-
to Mr. Critical, eh?
No,
there was
no.
something
Well,
wrong
that's
with
good
the
to know.
graphic.
That's good to know.
No. It was good. It was very
The
good.
twinkling
I
eyes
just-
were
when I
a little
listened to
not
it,
yellow enough.
I rewinded it.
No, we need a song from 1942. I got a feeling. I got a feeling. Fucking
No,
awful.
I thought it was very good.
Yeah, but again, it's important to kind of hear that shit because we want it
It
perfect.
could have been just me.
You know?
I'm terrible. My ears. I mean, she knows.
No, there was because the song started. The dude started singing as you were talking. So
What was that? The song that we put up this week?
the step
parent
or
song?
whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could have been just me because, like I said,
No, it was definitely there was a little bit, but it still
fine.
sounded good.
I don't listen to it. I leave that in your guys' hands.
No, I think it's.
I do the edits. I do the reels. I see the reels. Now we have a new format. We're not going to get into production stuff. With that, what do you guys say?
Oh, right like that.
Thank you all. We love you guys. Keep subscribing. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all of them. Leave a review. Grab a brew, baby. Cheers.
I'm going to say anything?
Please like, comment, and subscribe.
It's nice to see Staxx back. We may not see her for very long because she's probably going to be in a rehab facility in a couple months. But we
We're
hope.
living on the streets with nunchucks.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. Yeah, without a doubt. She's going to be like,
She is the one to have nunchucks, though.
oh, for sure.
Oh, 100%.
She's going to be like, hey, Dees, I just need another 5
I'm like, what is it, honey?
just 1 5
What's out there?
And with that, I say AC out. Complete Nonsense Podcast is brought to you today by Anglo-American Optical, a 100-year-old manufacturer of high-end English eyewear, produced in the UK, distributed everywhere. Check them out for all your eyewear needs. Anglo-American Optical, Ltd.com. Also, What Do I Care Optical, an online eyeglass retailer specializing in Maui Jim, Ray-Ban, Anglo-American Optical, and many other brands. They offer the best lenses on the market. Check them out at whatdoicareoptical.com. And lastly, Blue Savage Tea, an up-and-coming apparel company that specializes in custom designs of high-quality clothing and apparel. If you can design it, you can imagine it, they can make it. Check them out, Blue Savage Tea on Facebook, or email them any of your apparel needs. Blue Savage Tea, that's BLU, savagetea@gmail.com.